Hello everybody and welcome back. This is a journaling page focusing on the royal family 2 weeks before our dear Queen Elizabeth died. I did this page because I wanted to focus on the Bible verse that says, "You are a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for his own possession, that you may proclaim the excellencies of him who called you out of darkness into his marvellous light." People all around the world have got an opinion about what they think about the royal family. And for a lot of people, this is a time of great mourning, not just because people in England feel like they have lost such a wonderful, wonderful dear queen, but Her Majesty's passing has made them realise afresh about the bereavement they have suffered because of other loved ones who are no longer with us. I have given the Queen a beautiful jewel to put in her brooch because she loved brooches. And here we have Queen Victoria, who's sitting so still and looks so sad. Or maybe she's just feeling a bit serious because that was her personality. Nevertheless, look at her gorgeous gown. And here we have King Edward. I love vintage photos. I'm going to sit back so that you can see it properly. So we have the beautiful Kate here, and the beautiful Meghan with Harry, Sophie and Edward, and Princess Diana, the beautiful, beautiful Princess Diana, whose anniversary of her passing was only the other week itself. I do respect everybody who is mourning at this time, even though people never really knew the Queen personally. Most people didn't know her. She didn't know most people. She wouldn't have batted an eyelid if one of us had passed. I totally understand why it feels like the nation has lost the dearest grandmother. And my heart goes out to all those who are really grieving her death. But I want to focus on one member of the royal family. And soon as you see this page, you will have an opinion, because we all have opinions. But whether you like Meghan or not, whether you believe what the press says about her or not, the fact is she is a person. I am not focusing on her because she's mixed race or because she's a woman. I'm focusing on her because she is human. And everybody has a desire to be accepted, to be understood, and to be left alone and left to live their life in peace. Judgments are something that we all as Christians are guilty of. The Lord told us not to judge others unless we will be judged in the same manner by which we judge, and yet we all fall into this trap. Yesterday I mentioned in church to a lady that Meghan was one of my favourite royals, not because she's young and she's mixed race and she's a girl, well of course she's a girl, of course she's female, but because I felt sorry for her because of all the persecution she's received and all the lies and all the things that the press are saying about her. They're constantly on at her, on and on, looking for every little thing to criticise. And this person turned around and said to me, well, she brought it upon herself, didn't she? And I wasn't offended, but it made me realise that even as Christians, we can fall into the traps of believing what the media says about celebrities, even though we don't know those celebrities, even we don't know what the press are saying are true. And it's almost like a political thing, isn't it? It's almost like people get offended if you like or dislike a certain royal, just like if you belong to a certain political party that they were against. And my encouragement to you is today is to think for yourself. Read the word again that says do not judge, and realise that no matter what the press says about Meghan, you do not know her. You do not know her personally. You do not even have an acquaintance with her. So all this negativity that comes out, the same they did for Diana, understand that these things have affected her mental health just like they affected hers. She admitted to wanting to commit suicide, and so did Meghan. She self-harmed, and Meghan was on the same path. Imagine that was you. Imagine you were in a strange country and you were with a strange set of people who just didn't accept you. I'm not asking you to change your views on her. I'm asking you to just rethink what God said about judging others, and think about how you would feel if everybody was against you, even though they didn't know you. Jesus himself suffered torment for being the most wonderful person that you could ever meet. So let us think again about what we believe about celebrities, and where do we get our information from, and how true do we know those bits of information are. And let us think again about how we would feel if the whole world was against us just because of a few people that were spreading lies about us. People who are scrutinizing everything that we do and trying to find some fault with it. This verse says, if God be for us, who can be against us? And I want to encourage you to remember that verse for a time in the future when maybe you may be feeling isolated. You even may be in a church where the leaders are against you and spreading lies about you, and sycophantic congregation members aren't sticking up for you because they're scared of losing their importance. These things happen. These things happen daily. So my prayer for you is that you would know, whether you change your mind about Meghan or not, that God is for you, and therefore no one can be against you. And if people are spreading lies about you, or people are just hating you, they're jealous of you, they feel insecure around you, whatever, God is with you, and if he is for you, no one can be against you. Take care, see you soon, and have a wonderful day or night.